morning, students. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to COSI's expert program, Polar Research and Climate Change. I would like to introduce the schools we have connected for today's program. Today we have Seneca East High School in Attica, Ohio, Intervention Academy in Marysville, Michigan, Charter Oak Education in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Oak Crest High School in Mays Landing, New Jersey. Today is Polar Research and Climate Change. Dr. Barry Lyons, Director of the School of Earth Sciences at The Ohio State University, will discuss climate change over the past 500,000 years and the processes that cause it.
It accumulates, it gets buried, more snow falls, that snow gets buried, and the ice sheet becomes a history of what the atmosphere and what the planet was like at the time. We can take advantage of that information as scientists by drilling. Michigan would have been under ice just as little as 20,000 years ago. So we know the ice sheets are dynamic, that there are times in the history of the planet where the ice sheets grow and become very, very large. Actually, we made the front page of the New York Times a couple of years ago. So again, these high elevation tropical ice caps and glaciers are melting very, very rapidly. Glaciers in Greenland and in Antarctica are really, really large things. So it's good to be able to sense them remotely using satellites and other technology. And this is just a light layer, a dark layer, a light layer. Those are seasonal accumulations, winter, summer, winter, summer. And we can actually take those layers. Last 2 decades, ice caps and glaciers, particularly alpine glaciers, have begun to disappear at a very, very high rate. I'll show you some pictures. This is a picture from my colleague Lonnie Thompson, who's been working in Peru since Thompson and his research group, looking at the loss of this glacier ice. So much of the ice in the Andes, where this glacier is. The cryosphere is very important to our understanding of sea level rise and understanding how all this ice on our planet responds to temperature changes, not just in the atmosphere but in the ocean as well, will be a real major area of research in the next 20 to 25 years. So thank you very much for your attention, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
I read recently that scientists are concerned about a tipping point of humans emitting 1 trillion tons of CO2, which we're approaching. Would you be able to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I can.
2 degrees Celsius change.
I can comment on tipping point. Something happens and they switch to another mode, and a tipping point would be the case where you change the conditions enough where you switch into another mode.
It's just toward the end, rise in sea level of 0.18 to 0.59 meters. That's like less than 2 feet. How can that put all these places underwater that they claim are going to end up underwater with just a 2-foot rise? And does that mean they're only 2 feet above sea level now?
When I showed you that picture of DC, I believe that was if all the Western Atlantic ice sheet was to melt. So I think it's pretty well proven that if you increase greenhouse gas concentration, you're going to warm the planet. I mean, that's basic physics. It has changed dramatically from very, very warm to reasonably cold. But all the evidence suggests that when that happens, the greenhouse gas concentration changes as well. So there is a relationship.